our Sarah Murphy. She's following the route of the procession to Santaquin City Hall. Sarah, it has been such an emotional day. You could see it on everyone's faces.
Yeah, Brian, that is safe to say. Here at Santaquin City Hall, we heard from police, we heard from family members of the fallen officer, really with more details on what happened this weekend. As you can imagine, it's been a busy and a heavy day as members of law enforcement from Salt Lake to Utah counties have made their way to bring that fallen officer's body back home here to Santaquin. Pain that's hitting home for hundreds honoring Santaquin Sergeant Bill Hoosier, especially for family.
Well, every time we'd hear something that had gone on in Santaquin, police-wise, we was always scared that it might have something to do with Billy. And this time it did. This time was terrible.
My son called us very early in the morning yesterday, told us.
And how was that?
Was devastating.
Members of law enforcement from agencies across the state paid their respect with strong salutes.
I've never seen this much law enforcement in my life. Together,
they lined the walkways while the motorcade led the procession carrying Sergeant Hoosier's body back home to Santaquin. In a press conference, police shared a semi-truck struck and killed Hoosier Sunday morning. A loss they say hits hard.
I know everybody says this when an officer gets killed, but Sergeant Hoosier was one of those guys that was really squared away.
And Hoosier's brother agrees.
We take solace knowing that Bill died a hero. Doing a job that he loved.
From Taylorsville to Santaquin, honoring a fallen officer.
Oh, Billy was fun, wonderful, wonderful husband and father.
I haven't seen anything like this, just very somber feeling. Everybody's kind of sad, heads down.
On a gray and rainy day with an atmosphere to match. Again, a heavy, a somber day here in Utah County, but all the way down in Taylorsville. Again, that's where we saw the procession start this morning. It left the medical examiner's office there around a little after 11 or so. They went along I-15 until they got to the mortuary here in Santaquin a few hours later. Everyone I spoke with, all of the first responders, the officers, they say it's a busy day. There's some wet weather, there's a lot going on, but they say they all wanted to make sure they take the time out of their schedules so they can honor the person who sacrificed so much here in Utah. Reporting live here in Santaquin, Sarah Murphy, ABC4 News. For now, I'll send it back to you, Brian.